Hello student, welcome to lecture series. Now we already started the lectures on the differentiation. This is the most important chapter in the mathematics class 12 part 2nd. So in this chapter, if you go through one by one lectures, we already complete the some important parts, that is the derivative of multiplication property, derivative of division property, and then we complete the derivative of composite function. So we also call chain rule. So in this lecture now, it is very interesting lecture. So in this lecture we have to study and we have to solving the questions on the basis of logarithmic functions. So for understanding the question of logarithmic functions, so you must remember what are the laws of logarithm, and then we go for solving the question one by one. So before starting the lectures today's, I just introduce myself. My name is Manohar Patil, and now I am the founder of Arise Academy. So now this is the coaching institutions present in Shirpur. So for any student who want to be learning the physics and mathematics, so you can join our classes for the NEET, JEE and CET foundation courses. So let's start our today's lecture. So now today, first we have to complete the properties of logarithm. You just remember the three most important properties, and according to that properties, you can solve each question that is basis on the logarithm. So for you, just remember the three most important property of logarithm. First is property of multiplication, second one is the division, and last one is the rest of function. So let's be write one by one. So you just remember the three most important property of log. First property is for multiplication, second one is division, and third property is of log of m raised to n. So remember the property number first. Whenever the log of m into n, the product of two terms and two functions is there, so you can solve by using this, that is log of m plus log of n. Next property, whenever there is a division, having answer is log of m minus log of n. And next, when the log term having raised to power is given, so write down the power, that power or indices we call it should be written to the multiplication. So now our property is n into log of m. So by using all three properties, you can solve the question. And remember the some basic rules of log. Whenever there is a log of m to the base n, so we can write that is log of m divided by log of n. This is the representation of logarithm. Also remember the some values when you get, so log 1, remember that having answer is 0, and whenever you get the log of e, so having answer is 1. So these are the some basic rule you have to remember, and according to that we solve. Whenever there is a log is there, if you observe that multiplication of two function, write in summation. When the division of two functions is there, so that is take the minus sign, that is subtraction between them. And when there is a power is given to the log term, so taking that power to the multiplication, according to these properties, if you remember very well, so then you can address and you can solve the all questions basis on the logarithm. You can take the derivative properly, but before that you must remember the properties, and that is the formula of derivative. There are the some formulas. The simple formula is, remember the derivative of x raised to n, that is n into x raised to n minus 1, derivative of e raised to x, that is e raised to x, and log of e, but log e having answer is 1, derivative of a raised to x, that is a raised to x into log of a, derivative of log of x. This is the most important property for solving the question. So derivative of log, so d by dx of log of x equal to, that is 1 upon x. So this is the important formula. And derivative of root x, that is 1 by 2 root x. Derivative of constant is 0. When we go for the trigonometric functions, remember that derivative of sine is, that is cos, derivative of cos, that is minus sine, then derivative of tan is, that is sec square, and the derivative of sec, that is sec x tan x, derivative of cosec, that is minus cosec x into, that is cot x, and derivative of cot x, that is minus cosec square x. These are the formulas of trigonometric functions you have to must remember. If you not done so, go to the previous lectures. In that starting lectures where I already covered all the formulas. So let's we start the questions of today's. Now this is the question number first. What is given? So now here y is the function of x, but into the x now it is log is given. There are the three main terms. First is 4 is 2x. Next one, this is the bracket, and x square plus 5, and another one is into the root. So first we simplify and then we go for the solving. So next when we write log of, so here three terms are present. So we write each terms having power separately. So now here bracket raised to 3 by 2 means x square plus 5 raised to 3 by 2, and at denominator term is given in root. So that is 1 by 2. So this 1 by 2 and 3 by 2. So product of 1 by 2 and 3 by 2 is 3 divided by 4. It is very simple. For making the powers and writing the powers, remember the some basic rule of exponential function. Whenever a raised to m is given, so a raised to n, so make the product a raised to m into n. So according to that, now we solve this denominator having bracket raised to 1 by 2, and next that is 3 by 2. So here product 3 ones are 3 and 2 twos are 4. So in such way that we complete the denominator. What is your basic observation? Now here there are the three terms, and when we observe the all three terms, these are present numerator and now it is at denominator. So whenever term is present at denominator, using the formula of division property, and tell me what is the division property. So now it is very simple to remember, log of m divided by n equal to log of m minus log of n. So if you apply this property, so you can solve. Now here our m completely numerator and our n is completely denominator. So let's we apply the rule. So it becomes 4 raised to 2x into bracket x square plus 5 raised to 3 by 2. This is our complete m, and our n, that is log of 2x cube minus 4 raised to 3 by 2, 3 by 4. And after that just apply now here the again the product of two terms. So write down this. So apply here the multiplication property, and according to that answer is 4 raised to 2x. Whenever there is a multiplication property, answer in terms of addition. So now next, that is log of x square plus 5 raised to power 3 by 2, and this is as it is. So log of 2 into x cube minus 4 raised to power 3 divided by 4. So here we utilize the formula number first, that is the multiplication property of logarithm. So remember the property, that is log of m into n equal to answer is log of m minus log of n. So in such way that first we simplify, first we solve in terms of very simple form. After utilization of both property, use the third number property, that is exponential. What is the property? Log of m raised to n equal to n into log of m. So according to that property, so when we apply the property here, so we get 2x is our power, it is goes to multiplication log 4 as it is, plus next 3 by 2 is the power, it is goes to the multiplication, so log of x square plus 5, now it is as it is, and minus in the third term, that is 3 by 4 is our power, so write down the multiplication and then log of 2x cube minus 4. So in such way that we simplify this question by applying the properties of logarithm, and once you solve the using the properties of logarithm, last just taking the derivative. So for solving the derivative, now here we differentiate the y with respect to x. So we get the, remember the rules are very simple. Whenever you solve, so apply d by dx on both sides. Now here we write d by dx and write down the complete question as it is, and after that apply the d by dx to the each terms and then solve. So whenever we take the derivative, so that is dy by dx equal to, so now here log 4 is the constant, and what is the derivative of x? This is the only one single function is, and derivative of x is 1, so therefore we get 2 into log of 4. Next plus 3 by 2, 3 by 2, question is very easy. So after that in these terms, when we observe that 3 by 2 is our constant, so write down the constant as it is, we write down. And after that, whenever there is a log, what is the derivative of log? That is 1 upon x. So now here when we solve this term, So log of x square plus 5 having derivative is 1 upon x square plus 5, and again take the derivative of x square plus 5. So what is the derivative of x square plus 5? That is 2x plus 5 is the constant, having derivative is 0. So we complete the derivative of second term. Let's we try for or solve for the third term. So now 3 by 4 is the constant. Only take the derivative of this function. What is derivative of log? 1 upon x. So similarly here log derivative is 1 upon 2x cube minus 4, and again take the derivative of that function. So in such way that we solve very simple. So that is the sign is negative. So number is that is 3 divided by 4 into derivative of log 1 upon 2x cube minus 4, and again take the derivative of that function. So what we get here, derivative 3x cube derivative is 3x square according to the formula of x raised to n. So when we write x cube derivative is 3x square, 3 and 2 multiplication is 6x square, and the derivative of 4 is constant, so that having derivative is 0. So we complete the derivative just right in the proper way. So then we get the final answer dy by dx equal to, so now here 4 we can write 2 raised to 2, and again that 2 comes to according to the exponential property to the product, and 2 2s are, that is 4 into log 2. Next is now here 2 get cancel, so remaining answer is 3 times x and divided by x square plus 5, and last minus here 4 and 6 is there, so we divide by 2, so that is 2 2s are, and it becomes 3, and 3 and this 3, that is 9, so 9x square divided by 2x cube minus 4. So this is our final answer. So this is the important question we solve. Now it's very easy for understanding. You just solve by using applying the three properties, and after you apply the three properties, just solve by using the basic rules of derivative, that is log x, that is 1 upon x, and next whenever there is a functions raised to constant is given, so by using the formula of x raised to n, that is n into x raised to n minus 1. So after solving the question, first make the notes and make the, either you take the screenshot. Okay, next we go for the next example. Next example again very simple. First we write the power of the each terms, and then we apply the all three formulas. So whenever we solve here, so now here there are the three terms are given. First is e raised to x square, second bracket raised to 3 by 2, and last this bracket raised to 1/3. So when we solve this question, so just we write in simple format. So that is e raised to x square into next 5 minus 4x bracket raised to 3 by 2 on divide, that is 7 minus 6x raised to 1/3. So after writing the power of each terms, then we apply the formula. So when we observe here, we observe that, so there are the again three terms. Both terms present at the numerator, they are in product. So whenever there is a product, just use the addition, and when the term is present at denominator, just by using the division property. So when we solve by using the first division property, so let's we write here, so e raised to x square into bracket 5 minus 4x raised to power 3 by 2, this is our m, minus log of n, so that is next answer is log of 7 minus 6x raised to 1/3. So we use the first property, log of division function. After that, now here this is the m and n, so apply the log of m into n, the property is log of m plus log of n. So by using this property we apply here, and now we get the next answer, that is 5 minus 4x raised to 3 by 2 minus log of bracket raised to 7 minus 6x raised to 1/3. So here we use the both formula, multiplication and division property. Let's we use the next and most important property, that is exponential of logarithm. How to solve? So when remember the exponential function, so that is log of m raised to n, that is n into log of m. By using this property we apply here. So when we apply this property, so here x e raised to power is x square, so it goes to multiplication, and we know that the answer of log of e, that is 1. Next, when we solve for the next, here power is 3 by 2, it is comes to the multiplication, and next is log of 5 minus 4x, and the last here power is 1/3, it is goes to multiplication, and then we get log of 7 minus 6x. So after using the all three properties, multiplication, division and exponential, then just go for solving and taking the derivative of that function. So when we take the derivative of function, remember that. So derivative of log x, that is 1 upon x, and derivative of function raised to constant is present. So using this property, n into x raised to n minus 1. By using these two formulas, we solve the question. So now here differentiating y with respect to x we get. So when we apply the dy by dx on both sides, the next answer becomes, answer is very simple, dy by dx equal to, so now here this is the first x square, so it is the function, by using the function raised to constant. So what is the answer of this? Function raised to constant. So answer is very easy. So what is the answer of x square? That is 2x, and we know that log e having answer is 1, so write 1. Next, 3 by 2 is the constant, so it is with multiplication to the function, now it is as it is. And when we take the derivative of log derivative is 1 upon x, so similarly here 1 upon 5 minus 4x. So remember that here we have to take the derivative of that function. And what is the function here? 5 minus 4x. 5 is the constant having derivative is 0, minus sign as it is. 4 is the constant, and what is the derivative of x? That is 1. So final answer of this bracket is minus 4. Next, now it is minus sign is there. 1/3 is the constant. We write as it is. Take the derivative of log. This is the log term. Log derivative is 1 upon 7 minus 6x, and again take the derivative of that function. Derivative of 7 is 0, minus 6 as it is, and derivative of x is 1. So the complete answer of this bracket is minus 6. So just we write down the final answer. So that is we get dy by dx equal to 2x. So now here that is minus sign is present, so therefore we write minus. 2 ones are 2, and that is the 4 is get cancelled, so that is minus 2, and that minus 2 and 3, so it becomes minus 6 divided by 5 minus 4x. So now the calculations are very easy. Next, when we write here, this is the minus sign and minus sign, it becomes plus 6 divided by 3, that is 2, and then 7 minus 6x as it is, 3 ones are, and that is 3 twos are. So then we get, this is the final answer of our question. So in such way that just by applying the important rules of multiplication, division and exponential of logarithmic function, we complete this question. Just observe and just remember, formulas are very easy and the topic is very easy. Many times they ask the question for the state board examinations. So let's we go for the next question, and the next question is, so here the question is given. Now it is again the log is given, and there are the three terms. So first, when we observe that this is our first m and denominator is completely our n. So just by apply the laws, when we apply the law, so that is log of a raised to cos of x minus log of, this is complete denominator, so by using the property of division we solve. So next is, this is the bracket, x square minus 3 raised to power 3 into log of x. So now here we observe that this is the complete product of two functions. So again apply the property of u into that is m into n, and then we solve. So therefore we get y equal to log of a raised to cos of x minus into bracket. So apply the log of m into n. The answer is x square minus 3 bracket cube plus log of, then log of x bracket complete. So here we use the property of very simple. So that is log of m into n, and remember the property is very easy to remember, log m plus log of n. But now here the minus sign is there, so just giving the minus sign to the each terms, and we get the final. Along with, by using the properties of raised to power, we again solve. So here power is cos, so therefore we write multiplication cos x into log of a. So when we minus sign is given, minus, and this is the power 3 which goes to the multiplication log of x square minus 3 and plus, now your power is 1, so write down as it is log of that is log of x. But remember that when you solving and making the bracket expansion here, so what is the important steps? So when we make the bracket expansion, so now it's apply the negative sign, so it becomes negative, and when it is applied, so now it becomes negative, so plus minus becomes negative. So again we just by using the all three properties, now it's we make this very simple form, and after that just apply the laws of derivative. Log of x, that is 1 upon x, and last one, that is derivative of x raised to n. So differentiate with respect to x. So we get, when we apply derivative d by dx on both sides and then taking the derivative of that functions, so what we get, so now here cos x, what is the derivative of cos of x? That is minus sin x, and here log a is the constant, which is as that is as it is because it is multiplication to the function. Next minus 3, so derivative of log, that is 1 upon x square minus 3. Now again solve the derivative of that function. So here function is x square, the derivative of x square is 2x, and derivative of 3 is 0. So total answer of this bracket is 2x. Next, minus derivative of log, that is 1 upon log of x, and again take the derivative of log x, that is 1 upon x. So in such way that we complete this question. So very easy for understanding. If you remember the basic rules, so you can get, now here 3 2s are 6 times x divided by x square minus 3, here minus 1 upon product of both, that is x into log of x. So this is our final answer. So make the notes and also take the screenshot. So the next example we go for. Next example is again very simple. So if you observe that example, y is given, that is log equal to, so log is given, so therefore by using the properties of logarithm we solve this question. Next, now here the product of three terms are given. So this is the first function, this is the second, and this is the third. So first we write down the power of each, and then we apply the all formula. So when we apply here, so now it is very easy. So log of three terms are there. First term e raised to 3x, next term that is 3x minus 4 raised to power 2 by 3, and denominator is given, that is cube root. So therefore the answer is 2x plus 5 raised to 1/3. So when we apply the all three rules, when we now we observe here, the first two are in multiplication and last one is division. So when we apply the basic rule of logarithm, so there is a plus sign between the two terms and denominator becomes negative. So when we apply, so we get, so log of e raised to 3x plus log of 3x minus 4. Okay, so we solve. So when we apply the log, so that is log of, these are the both term, that is multiplication e raised to 3x, 3x minus 4 raised to power 2 by 3. Next, minus by using the logarithmic property of division, minus log of denominator term, that is 2x plus 5 raised to 1/3, and then apply the addition property. So when we applying the multiplication property, answer in terms of addition, we get 3 raised to x plus log of 3x minus 4 raised to power, that is 2 by 3, minus log of, we get the final answer. And just after just using the third number property, that is raised to power, so now here power is 3x, so our answer is, that is 3x into log of e, we know that log e answer is 1. Next, here power is 2 by 3, so answer is 2 divided by 3 into log of 3x minus 4, and the next, now here power of that logarithmic term is 1/3, so that is 1/3 into log of 2x plus 5. So we use here the basic and most important property of logarithm, that is log of m raised to n equal to n into log of m. So by using this property we complete the question. Only last step is remaining, just take the derivative. So after taking the derivative, so we get the final answer. So differentiate with respect to x, we get, so we apply the d by dx on both sides, and after that just taking the derivative. So when we take the derivative, so just treat the functions First here in the product of three terms are there. X is the function having derivative is 1. So that is 3 is as it is. X derivative is 1. Log E answer is 1. Plus 2 by 3 is the constant. We take the derivative of function. Here function is log. And remember the derivative of log, that is 1 upon 3x minus 4. Again take the derivative of 3x minus 4. 3 is as it is. X derivative 1 and constant 4 is 0. And last, now 1/3 is as it is. This is the function constant, and log x, that is term. So derivative of log, that is 1 upon 2x plus 5. We again take the derivative of 2x plus 5. 2 is the constant, x is the derivative having 1, and the constant is 0. So we just write down the final last step and we get the final answer. So that is dy by dx equal to 3 plus 2 by 3. So here 3 ones are 3. So that is 3 divided by 3x minus 4. And last, minus 2 divided by 3. Last step is minus 2 divided by 3 into 2x plus 5. So this is the final answer. Just cut 3. So we get the final answer. So in such way that we practice the some questions very important on the basis of log just by applying the all three rules. Make the screenshot or either write the question. Okay, so next we go for the next example. Next example is again important and very simple for solving, just applying the logarithmic property now here given. So log of these two terms are given into the rest to division. So by using the division property of logarithm, so apply the property we get. So first is x plus under root of x square plus a square, and then minus log of under root of x square plus a square minus x. So here we use the logarithmic property of division, log of m divided by n, and the answer is log of m minus log of n. So our m is numerator and n is denominator. So after applying, now we just, so here the power is 1. So if the power is 1, so no need to be applied the log of m raised to n. And remember that here we not applying the property of addition. Why? The terms are not in multiplication. If the terms are in multiplication, then answer becomes in addition. Remember that. Remember the formula. When log of m into n is given, when the two terms are in multiplication, then you write the answer in addition. But don't write if the answer is given, that is log of m plus n equal to log of m plus log of n. Now this is the wrong. Many students make the mistake when they are applying the logarithmic properties. Remember that this is the right. When two terms are in multiplication, just solve them in terms of addition, taking log. But whenever into the bracket the terms are in addition and log is given, so don't use similar way. This is the wrong. So therefore here we not using the logarithmic property, because between the two functions there is a summation, between the two functions there is a difference, so there is no product. If there is a product, so definitely we go for by using the property number first. So now here, so we cannot use the property of multiplication, and next we cannot use the property of raised to power function. So just taking the derivative of given, so differentiate with respect to x. So we get, so after applying the d by dx, so now here we get the final answer is, so that is dy by dx. So just take the derivative of log is 1 upon, so here completely goes to the divide, that is x plus under root of x square plus a square, and again take the derivative of that function. So when we take the derivative of this function, single x is there having derivative is 1, and the root derivative is 1 upon 2 under root of x square plus a square. Remember the derivative of root x, that is 1 by 2 root x, and again taking the derivative of this function here. So when we take the derivative of this function, x square derivative is 2x, and the a square is the constant having derivative is 0. So we complete the derivative of first. Next, the minus sign is there. So when we take the derivative of this function, again similarly log derivative is 1 upon under root of x square plus a square minus x into, take the derivative of that function, so under root derivative is 1 by 2 under root of x square plus a square. Again we take the derivative of x square a square, 2x plus 0. This is the derivative of this term only. Now here minus x is present, having derivative is minus and x derivative is 1. So after completion we go for just making the important just solving that observation. So here that is x plus under root of x square plus a square, and after that just solve this bracket. When we solve, so here 1 plus, the answer of complete bracket is 2x divided by 2 into under root of x square plus a square bracket complete minus. Next, this is the denominator, so write down the denominator as it is. So 1 upon under root of x square plus a square minus x into, now here the answer of this bracket only 2x minus 1, and finally make the cross multiplication. So when we solving using the cross multiplication we get the answer. So after 2 get cancelled, here we simply observe that, so here 2 also present, so after cancel the 2 on both side, both here, because it is present numerator and denominator as well, and then taking the cross multiplication. So when the root is multiplied the 1, answer is root x square plus a square and plus x as it is, and divided by under root of x square plus a square bracket complete. Next minus, similar way 1 upon under root is as it is, denominator term is as it is, bracket complete, into taking the cross multiplication of these terms. When we root multiply the next, so it becomes minus under root of x square plus a square on divided by under root of x square plus a square. So now just observe clearly. So our observations, so now here we can take cancel, this is the numerator, this is the denominator, both are same. Again here the both terms are same, so we get cancel, but before cancel that just taking the minus sign from the, so now here when we observe, this is the plus and this is the minus, there is one more step, and this is the minus and the plus. So for making this, if we take the minus sign common, so it becomes negative and becomes positive. So then you cancel the both terms, and next what is remaining here, this is the bracket remaining under root of x square plus a square, and this is the minus minus, it becomes positive 1 upon under root of x square plus a square. This is the question of like fractions. When the question of like fraction, write down the denominator single times and make the addition of numerator. So therefore we get the final answer dy by dx equal to, so write down the denominator as it is, that is x square plus a square, and make the addition of numerator, 1 plus 1 is 2. So therefore we get the final answer 2 under root of x square plus a square. This is the important question, many times they ask into the previous year question. So just do very simple, just taking the derivative of 1 by 1, here log term, so therefore derivative of log, and then again take the derivative of function. Now here the root is there, so therefore taking the derivative of root term, that is 1 upon 2 into root x. So according to that formula we solve the question. This is very important question. Take the screenshot of the questions. Now next question is there. So it is very simple question, you can solve the question easily, only basic rules we have to use. Again here remember that sec of 3x and tan 3x both are not in multiplications, so therefore we are not using the property of logarithm, that is the multiplication. So here, and there is no power of this bracket, that is only 1. If the power is that is 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever be the constant except that one, then by using the law of exponential. So here we directly solve. So when we solve directly, it is very easy. Differentiate with respect to x, we get apply the d by dx on both sides. So log derivative is 1 upon sec 3x plus tan of 3x, and taking the derivative of that term. So what is the derivative of sec of 3x? So remember it is very easy. So sec of 3x into tan of 3x, and the derivative of tan is, that is sec square 3x. And again, when we take the derivative of that, so next 3x derivative is, that is only 3, and x derivative is 1. So after completion of this, now we get the final answer. So here, so very simple, so 1 upon sec of 3x plus tan of 3x into, so here interesting, that is important observation, here we can take the 1 sec of 3x common, and what is remaining into the bracket here, tan present, tan 3x, and next after taking the square, 1 is taking common, so 1 is remaining, that is sec of 3x remaining into 3. So here numerator and denominator both are same, so what is the remaining? So now here remaining is, that is 3 into sec of 3x. So this is the final answer of the given question. It is very easy question. We go for the next. Again, this is the very easy question. So when we look at the questions, so here what is given, there is a log, and next there are the three terms are in multiplication. So just by using the property of multiplication, write them in summation. So that is tan cube x plus log of sine 4x plus log of x square plus 7 bracket raised to 7. And then by using the properties of exponential, so here 3 into log of tan x. Next here 4 is the power, so therefore 4 into log of sin x, and last the power of this bracket is 7, 7 into log of x square plus 7. So just solve by using the differentiation. So when we solve using the differentiation, that is with respect to x, so we get, so dy by dx. So just observe one by one term. Now this is the first term, the constant as it is, derivative of log, that is 1 upon tan x, and what is the derivative of tan of x, that is sec square x, plus now 4 is the constant, write down as it is multiplication with the function, log derivative is 1 upon log of x, that is here sin x, and derivative of sin x, that is cos x, plus 7 is as it is. Next log derivative is 1 upon x square plus 7, and what is the derivative of x square, 2x, and 7 is 0. So we get the final answer. So therefore dy by dx, write down the all terms, so that is 3 into sec square x divided by tan x plus 4 into cos x divided by sin x, and plus 7 2s are, that is 14. Now this is the 7 and 2 both are in multiplication, 7 2s are 14 times x divided by x square plus 7. So and the final, when we go for solving the next, so 3, what is the value of sec, that is the reciprocal of cos x, so that is cos, so cos square x, sec square x means 1 upon cos square x, and tan means that is sin divided by cos. So sin x divided by cos, now here 1 cos get cancelled. Next answer is 4. Cos by sin, this is the ratio of cot x, and plus 14x divided by x square plus 7. So we get the final answer. So what is here, we get cos x into sin x. You can write cos x into sin x again into, in terms of sin of 2x. How to write? Remember that whenever there is a cos of x into sin of x, just multiply by 2 numerator and denominator, and this is the formula of 2 divided by, this is the sin to theta formula, so that is sin of 2x, and 1 upon sin, that is cos x, so 2 times cos x 2x. So now here just replace this complete term by 2 times cos x 2x, so we get the final answer. And now this in such way that we solve this question, very easy and very simple for complete the question. So take the screenshot of the given question and make the list of all questions. Understanding the today's concept, remember that all questions we solve today just by using the simple properties of logarithmic, and remember the only 3 properties are important for the logarithmic. The property number first, that is the when the logs in terms of product is there, so just write the summation. When the two terms in division with log, then subtraction, division, property becomes subtraction. When the power is given, so write down the power becomes to the multiplications, and after that write some formulas. So in such way that we solving the some questions on the basis of logarithm, and we taking the derivative. I hope everyone is understood very well. If you have any doubts, so you can contact me and you can text me so I can solve that doubts. And most importantly, just revise the derivative. It is most important chapter, because the second part is completely so many properties and important questions are depends on derivative. So if you understood the derivative very well, then the differentiation, the applications you can understood, then you understood the integration because both are integrated parts. So therefore just complete the all, and thank you for watching.